Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this space. This is a collective reading and it is timeless. So whenever you find this video, however you find it, it is the right time for you to be getting this message. I have two PSAs, public service announcements, to give you right off the top before we dive into the reading. I'll make them as fast as possible. Hang in there with me. You may have noticed in the description, big old capital letters, I understand YouTube has been putting on ads on my videos now. Has nothing to do with me. I don't even have any control over it until I have like 1,000 subscribers or something. So I apologize for that for you guys. This is a not-for-profit channel. It will never be a for-profit channel. And I'm going to continue doing what I can, including resending the feedback that I keep sending to them as soon as I found that out last night, to let them know that I do not want ads on my videos. So I recommend you guys check out Brave, and I made a little reference to that in the comment or in the description. But that is a browser that I use personally for all of my stuff. For just in general, it's just like Firefox or Chrome or any of those others, but it's got a tremendously amazing ad blocker. It's not anything you have to add on any extensions or anything. Firefox extensions work pretty well for that, as well as does Chrome. YouTube's always going to tell you, just get a subscription. I'm like, nah. They get plenty of money without that. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But check out Brave. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue doing what I can on my side. And I apologize for the ads that are popping up now. The second thing is I just want to tell you guys, between yesterday and today, I feel like 1,000% different, better. You can tell I'm still resonant, but I feel amazing. I think maybe the tea that I had this morning might have had too much caffeine in it, but I'm feeling amazing. I think it's you guys. You have been sending me love and healing energy since I started getting sick yesterday, and amazingly enough, I woke up this morning and the only thing I've got is this little resonant thing going. Every now and then I cough, but that's it. And I think it's due to you guys. So thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. We've been going through the Earth Magic Oracle cards from Stephen D. Farmer, and today is our last day for this deck. Tomorrow's reading will be a brand new deck. I almost took out my tea there. I better pay attention to where I'm putting my hands. That we're going to start looking at. It's one of my vintage decks from starting from tomorrow for Taurus. I felt that as the season that we're coming into now, again, remembering these are timeless readings, but if you're following these as they're being uploaded, we're going to come into Taurus season starting tomorrow. So we'll have a new deck starting tomorrow, and it's one of my vintage decks that I don't think you guys have ever experienced before on any other platform. So this will be something new for you, okay? Because that's what this is all about. This is what this channel is all about, is giving you as much, the best possible feedback, divine guidance, clarification that I possibly can. And as you've probably noticed, if you are returning friends, this has been a recurring theme in my readings, at least, that, and I've seen it across a lot of platforms, honestly, that we are being called. It's not just invited, it's part of the ascension process. We're going to have to let go of competition. That's things like crazy things like our favorite sports teams, totally competitive, very much feeds that energy of us versus them and a very tribal 3D experience. So if we're not ready to let that go, we cannot ascend as a collective and as individuals. So I'm just going to say this. I realize it's not the popular thing to say. I've never said a whole lot of things that were popular to begin with, so nothing new for me. But like I said, this is always going to be a true channel, literally, from me to you, as close as I can get to what is coming to me from divine inspiration and guidance. So, synergy, working in cooperation. We see the energy on this card is vibrant. It is electric. there is this, working in cooperation with everybody else doesn't mean, everybody just lays down and lets everybody be, walking on them like doormats and we get to do the same with everybody else. That is not cooperation. Cooperation is a very, very high energy, very focused, like the card we had in yesterday's reading about focus. It is a concentrated energy where you are working on providing the best for yourself as well as for everybody else. So when we are asking for more money, for more abundance personally in our lives, it's not just because we want to feed our families. That's just the minimum. But we're not called to live a minimum life. We are not called to live as, our basic, most instinctive selves. We are being called to ascend. And that means letting go of competition and holding that space for everybody else because they're doing the same thing for us. And that's how it works. And that's how it works in this picture. You can see it very clearly. These plants are vibrant. They are thriving. They're not striving, and they're not in strife against each other. Okay? Let's take a look in the book. See what the extended reading says. I don't want to make this whole reading entirely too long. All right, here we go. Green Man, which represents synergy. Green Man is Earth's vegetation personified. Although he has many variations, this card depicts a more subtle and embedded representation. In other portrayals, he resembles the face of a man covered in green foliage as branches and vines sprout from every direction. There exists some form of Green Man throughout history and in a myriad of cultures throughout the world. Often a symbol for the rebirth of life in springtime, he's also been associated with the Lord of the Wild Wood. As a representative of the plant kingdom, Green Man reminds us of the incredible synergy required for Gaia to maintain her delicate and dynamic balance among the various beings on the planet. Synergy is the interaction and cooperation of two or more elements that produce a combined effort greater than the sum of their separate. We witness this in the complex and cooperative interaction between plants, humans, and animals. For instance, fruit trees propagate by being eaten by an animal that then deposits it back into the ground after digestion. As a new plant grows, bees pollinate the flowers, and the cycle begins once again in nature's simple yet remarkable synergy. You have the advantage of an incredible synergy at this time. A flow of life is guiding you where things just seem to fall into place as you move about your business. You are in a mutually cooperative interaction with Spirit as your will is aligned with the will of Spirit, and your mission is congruent with your sense of purpose. When this is happening, there is a synergy, a way that your life force is continually coming into balance with the forces of nature. There is also a synergy between your spiritual awareness and your personal self or ego. Be aware of the various idiosyncrasies of your ego and do not take any of them too seriously. Know that your higher self is always looking out for your best interests. In this cycle, tune in to that guidance, however it shows up. And you will find that you move through life with greater ease due to a synergistic balance of forces expressing themselves as you. And so it is. Amen. Selah, so be it. That, I think, is the most amazing way that I can think of to conclude our readings from this deck in general, the Aries season, and moving into Taurus. for this particular time right at the moment when I'm uploading this video. I just want to continue to remind you guys, we're talking about flow here. We're not talking about strife. We're not talking about needing to fight our way through things. We're talking about when you are working with your strengths and your talents, and you are centered on your purpose in life, which is to be your most authentic self. So you have a knack for fixing things, and you're being called to just expand that a little bit more, and maybe offer your services to other people and watch what happens when they start offering their services to you. Okay, start networking if you're not already doing it, but that's what needs to happen. We're not talking about work and employment or families and that kind of thing. We're talking about tribe, and that is a collective tribe that goes across the planet. We have one tribe, and that's us, we here, you and me right now, connected with everybody else always, 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 always. So we are called to find those things that we excel at, things that we enjoy doing. Maybe it's writing poetry. Don't expect it to be something that's going to make you money, but take that little love, take that little passion, that little fire, and share it with somebody. You know, start posting your poetry on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or whatever. You know, take the opportunity to share what is coming from your heart and watch what happens. Watch. Prove me wrong. Try it. For 30 days, just try it. Find one thing that you really like doing, that you're good at, regardless of whether it's something you do for your family or for your work or whatever. It doesn't matter. If it is one of those things, that's even better. That if you're making money doing what you love, your passion, bam, you got that. You know, but a majority of people do not. And I'm one of those people. I have a regular day job. This kind of thing, I love doing this. I love connecting with you guys. It is the most amazing thing. And I feel, and I'm from what I get from the feedback that I get from you guys, it goes both ways. We have a cooperative right now, right here on this channel. So there's a good example of it right there. Not making any money from it, but oh my God, blessings. Oh my God, blessings. Okay? So if you are feeling a little lackluster in your life, a little low, and not feeling the energy, not feeling that flow, no rhyme intended, take a step back and ask yourself, what is it that I'm really good at, that I love doing, that doesn't have anything to do with anybody else, and see if there's a way to share it. All right? That's what we are being called to do for ourselves and for the planet. That is our ascension right there. Forget about the whole, spiritual mumbo jumbo stuff. Find your passion and then share it. And let other people share their passions with you, whether it's something you have any interest in right now or not. Okay? Maybe somebody really loves pickleball, and you're just kind of like, not so much for me. But if they want to share that with you, go check it out. Go find out what it is that they feel so passionate about, that makes them on fire about it. Okay? Whatever it is, that's what we're being called to do. I'm going to wrap up the reading. I could go on and on forever with that. I love you. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. And ciao for now.